directors, what did you think of the comedy Dumb and Dumber 2? Well, the review is just coming up.
Directed by the Farrelly brothers, Dumb and Dumber 2 is the long-anticipated sequel that picks up 20 years since the original film. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels reprise their signature roles as Lloyd and Harry. This time, they set off on a road trip to find Harry's long-lost daughter, who his high school fling, played by Kathleen Turner, gave up for adoption. The daughter is giving a speech at a science conference, so Harry and Lloyd have to meet her there, along with several other characters in an appropriately convoluted plot to hang comic set pieces on. Blind and fart jokes abound, along with pee and poop gags, as the dim-witted duo grapple with a series of outrageous incidents and accidents and make a mess of things once again.
But to be fair, if you told me that this is the worst movie of the year, I would still go and watch it. The fact is, this is Jim Carrey. The fact is, Farrelly brothers, and anyone who's grown up in the 90s, have their heart, established there so far as comedies go. Because Farrelly brothers really, took gross comedy to another level, which now is being done by so many people that it's not even considered novel, but the idea is still there. Jim Carrey was Jim Carrey, buddy. I mean, there was a time when he was the highest paid actor in the world, and he was a comic entertainer, something that doesn't usually happen. Now, is there anything larger in terms of a thought behind this film? Unfortunately not.
Yes, there is. The larger thought is that the Farrelly brothers actually made a sequel with other actors called Dumb and Dumberer. That was a box office fiasco. So 20 years hence, they've managed to come back again and reprise this film with clearly an eye at the box office, and more power to them, because certainly for the audience, we're all going to go and see it. Like you said, these are the guys who gave us, There's Something About Mary, all these great films. I mean, we enjoy it, and we're not squeamish, and as you said, we were growing up 20 years ago. This was all great fun. Unfortunately, unlike us, the Farrellys haven't outgrown this kind of humor.
Well, back in 1994, when this film came out, the biggest OMG or the oh my god moment was, at least for me as an audience, was someone drinking piss. And that was also a scene that was, taken into a Bollywood movie, that was Raja Hindustani, that came out in 1996. I mean, that's the level of inspiration, that we were getting from the West. Now, very few things, make me squeamish. I guess we've just outgrown most of it. So, as an OMG, it's just the fact that we're watching the same thing again and again, not any particular scene, though enough effort has been made to make us puke if we've just had dinner.
Well, not only make you puke, but what makes me gag is the fact that Jim Carrey is now 52 years old and Jeff Daniels is 59 years old, and they are making Dumb and Dumber 2. That is truly, oh my God.
Well, as you know, the verdict on our show is really about where you should watch it or whether you should watch it at all. I think this is possibly the cheapest comedy you're ever likely to find. Now, would you spend a lot of money and watch it in an expensive ticket in a multiplex? Well, I did, although I didn't spend money. We saw it in the previous show. But would I recommend it the same way? I guess not. I think something as cheap as this, something as dumb as this, something that's called Dumb and Dumber 2, although a sequel has been made, should really ideally be watched on television for nostalgia's sake. It's a TV pe dekho from my side.
Mayank, shocking that our censors have actually allowed all the fart and other obscene jokes to be left into this film. So given that people who would be wanting to sort of see this film for, if nothing else, for nostalgia purposes, by all means, go out on the weekend and watch it in the theaters. Otherwise, watch it on video, on TV. I leave it to you, but I know you're probably going to go and watch it.
Well, you're talking about the censor board, Fahad, and they're just as arbitrary as the filmmakers. Some films are misses, some films are hits, some films you really want to go and watch. Some films really surprised me that I really enjoyed, and that's really the point of our show. Thank you for watching Friday Double Bill. See you at the movies. See you next weekend.